to tell you guys about it because yesterday was a special day. So if you felt special yesterday, you get to know why you felt special. But this is the Trotro TV show on Joy Prime, the best show you can watch on Saturdays and actually every week. Every other show is, second and whatever other place that they can find. And so every Saturday at midday, it used to be 11, now it's midday, this is the place to be right here on Joy Prime. My name is Agboado. And we're going to have another amazing show today. This is the Trotro TV show. There are a lot of interesting things that have been happening. Some, like we've been talking about it. Others, it's like some other issues are there, so we haven't really been focusing on them. But today we're going to bring some of these issues up so that we can talk about them. The trends are back. We will be showing some videos that, Charlie, I don't know. Like, this, our country and our continent, I usually say that in general, the idea is to be safe and, for things to be smooth. But it's like, Charlie, our part of the world there, everything, we want things to just go helter-skelter or whatever you can call it. We will be talking about some of the issues today. And then we have a guest, a familiar face that will be joining us on the show. And we'll be talking about the state of cars on our road. And he's somebody that has been on the show a couple of times, right? But there's an interesting twist that we'll be bringing up to you guys today. But we'll be talking on the state of public vehicles on our roads. And then also we'll be looking at the constant increment of fuel prices. This is something that I don't know if we've gotten to the point where we should just accept it, or we should be talking about a new way of approaching this situation, because it can't continue that every time fuel prices are going up, nothing is done. Meanwhile, salaries are either staying at the same level or they are becoming like the height of somebody that I don't want to mention his name. Shout outs to Shatabandle. Anyway, so we'll be talking about all these issues. It's going to be an exciting one. And very shortly, my better half on the TV show, this thing has brought me issues. We'll be talking about it as well. But you're welcome back onto the Trotro TV show on Joy Prime. As usual, this is a show that you can watch alone. It is forbidden to watch this show alone. You have to call family, you have to call friends, tell them, hey, the Trotro Diaries people are back on Joy Prime. Stay tuned. We'll be diving into the trends. We'll be diving into the conversations right after this break.
Here is soy milk. Which one?
Any's just fine.
Just any soy milk? The trusted quality should be a priority for you and your family. Vitamilk ensures the soya beans are of the highest quality. Vitamilk extracts the milk from the soybean under our advanced technology production process. When it comes to soy milk, my choice is Vitamilk. Freshen up with the goodness of protein and vital nutritional benefits. Vitamilk. It feels good anywhere, anytime. This advert is FDA approved.
This October, Ghana's altar calls once again. After 7 unforgettable years, the 8th edition of Women in Worship arrives with a divine charge. Celebrating his faithfulness, minstrels Ada Ehi, Rabna Tommy Favored, Keepers Music Ekiaser Wabunsu, and many more will gather at Perez Dome on October 5th. Grab your tickets now. Regular 100 Ghana cedis, VIP 200 Ghana cedis plus beverage. coverage. Grab it online via Ego Tickets or www.eventpaddy.com. Short code USSD *713 *33 *30 hash or call ticket hotline 0248 810 396 or 0544 124 567. Tickets are available at Airport Shell, Hatcho Shell, Bachana Toto, Perez Dome, and more. Sponsors, media partners. Brought to you by Women in Worship 2025. Daughter, you still have a voice.
Here is soy milk. Which one?
Annie's just fine.
Just any soy milk? The trusted quality should be a priority for you and your family. Vitamilk ensures the soya beans are of the highest quality. Vitamilk extracts the milk from the soybean under our advanced technology production process. When it comes to soy milk, my choice is Vitamilk. Freshen up with the goodness of protein and vital nutritional benefits. Vitamilk. It feels good anywhere, anytime. This advert is FDA approved.
Here is soy milk. Which one?
Annie's just fine.
Just any soy milk? The trusted quality should be a priority for you and your family. Vitamilk ensures the soya beans are of the highest quality. Vitamilk extracts the milk from the soybean under our advanced technology production process. When it comes to soy milk, my choice is Vitamilk. Freshen up with the goodness of protein and vital nutritional benefits. Vitamilk. It feels good anywhere, anytime. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back to the Trotro Diaries TV show on Joy Prime, the best show. If you spend a weekend without watching this show, you see all those people that we're seeing on YouTube and online, Facebook and all that, doing the dirty year with the black face and the 10 men that had all the, we'll send some to come and visit you at home if you don't watch our show. But anyway, this is the Trotro Diaries TV show on Joy Prime. If you just joined us, as every Saturday at 12 midday, we talk about community issues, we talk about transportation, and we see what's happening on the street. I don't do this alone. I do this with a lady that decided to come in late today. Last 2 weeks I was late. She gave it to me. Today she has disappointed all the women because they were expecting her to start the show and be here. But anyway, please meet I used to be her better half. Now she's my, what's the new one you use for me?
I don't know. I don't know what I used for you.
You used another one for me yesterday.
That you're the world's most troublesome co-host.
Yeah, I think I like that one.
But yeah, it's interesting what you're doing this morning because you know that I wasn't late. I just had to take care of our guest. You know, our guest was having issues trying to, look, Mr. Agboado, keep quiet over there. Was trying to, locate the place, was having difficulty.
Mr. Producer, can we have the lie detector? Can we have the lie detector to check if...
I don't know. Y'all just loves to, every now and then torment me, be a thorn in my flesh. So this morning is...
Noella, were you late or not?
I wasn't late. You know I wasn't. I was not late. You came to meet me in the makeup room, didn't you? You did. So technically, was I late? I wasn't.
You were late.
I was not late.
Anyway.
And in any case, yesterday was his birthday, so I thought to make him feel special, you know what? We've been opening the show all the time. Open it today. I mean, yesterday was his birthday. I couldn't get him a gift, so,
Oh, boy. As the producer, I say, oh, boy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a beautiful lady in the house, Noella. I'm always avoiding your middle name, right?
Why?
Because I always don't remember if it is Kharyne or Kharyne.
It's
so
Kharyne.
I'd rather say myself, Noella.
It's Kharyne. Anyway, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. Guys, you're welcome to the show. Like Yao said, if you're not watching Trotro Diaries every Saturday at midday, you're on a long thing. I don't know what you're watching because the other programs, I know they sit top for them. If you only the show where they help you sit top. So once again, welcome to another beautiful edition of the show. We're going to be discussing a lot. I'm sure Yao has taken you through. What are we? You want to rehash?
Yeah. So we're talking just before I go into what we're talking about. If you don't want this show, your boyfriend or girlfriend will leave you. I wanted to add that.
Facts.
Anyway.
Facts. Facts.
Anyway, so today we have the Trotro trends as usual, and then we'd have our guest, Mr. Agboado, in the
But we're tapping into the comic side of Trotro. It's not always, it's not always the bunt and the rant and everything. Sometimes it's also an avenue for you to really release stress. The conversations that go on in Trotro, I won't say Trotro dies. In Trotro is interesting. The phone call, somebody maybe making a call.
We actually need to producer. We need to find that gentleman and bring him on. Okay. I don't know if you've seen this guy. This guy's been trending. He's been doing these hilarious pranks in Trotro where it's like he's calling. I was watching one.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about you can go and sell one of your balls and it's like 30,000 or something Ghana cedis, and one guy literally got off the Trotro with him.
Okay.
Don't worry, pretend I didn't say it.
Like balls? What kind of balls? Football or what?
Anyway, so yes, we're going to go for the trends, and then after we dive into the conversation.
First video.
Noella, over to you.
Over to me. You really want me to comment on that? Yeah. Well, apart from the fact that I'm trying to figure out, you know what
you're going to say.
Apart from the fact that I'm trying to figure out which country that is, obviously, that's the hand of a man. Right?
Yeah.
That's the hand of a man.
I knew we were going to go there.
It's always the men. It's always them.
I knew we were going to go there.
It is, no, but it's not like that I was going to go there.
Okay.
But
this is what this video depicts, right? Although I don't support what's going on in the video, but it talks about the length men will go to make sure that they are providing for their family, their wives, their children. And maybe it shows why.
And it also shows why men die. Exactly.
But God bless you.
God bless you. What does that mean?
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
The producer just tricked you because it shows that men are the most responsible and romantic creatures. They would lay down their lives.
You know what?
Only Jesus Christ could do for everybody, but men would do it for their family.
Yeah, this morning can go into the pits of hell, try to justify this video. But all of us discerning viewers watching this morning, we know what time it is, right?
Yes,
we know.
It is men providing for their family.
Let's take a look at the second video.
Do you know what's happening?
What's happening? Again, let me also. What is wild?
It's wild. This was a wild video, guys. You should have seen us in the studio.
Yeah, it's really
I was trying to jump off the bike.
Yeah. But again, it's the male species.
Yeah.
Again,
so this is what happens when maybe their girlfriend or wife or somebody is chasing them at home, and then they are trying to save their lives, and so they are. I came prepared. So once you take it that way.
No, the least said the better.
Once you take it that way.
Because how is this? Two men. I'm sure the one even driving the truck is also a man. So literally 3 men doing a lot of man things, and then you try and link it to women. What has women got to do with
They
it?
were chasing them.
Chasing women.
You know, it's actually a Bollywood movie, yeah?
Is it?
No, it's not.
I don't think it's a Bollywood movie. I don't think it's a Bollywood.
The other side of it is like how crazy it is that, especially when people are overspeeding, one, because they were obviously overspeeding. You're not supposed to do that speed.
Of course.
And 2 is the danger in curves.
Yeah.
Right? So for you as a rider or a driver in curves.
Which is important.
Exactly. But then the other side is for pedestrians. I see a lot of people go into like curves. They are standing in a curve and then they are trying to stop a car or something.
And one thing we have to also make known is this is a one-way. So the guys on the motorcycle, were not supposed to use that lane. Because when you watch, the cars are only coming this way. I think it's a one-way. Is it?
It's difficult
to
say.
If it's not a one-way, then it's a poorly done road. Because, look at the size of the road.
Yeah.
Right? How is it supposed to be a double carriage, road? Beyond the runs and bumps and me trying to, get some funny... push some funny innuendos in there, please. This is not something you should be doing. If you're using a sharp curve, obviously you need to...
I just saw something. Please,
let's take a third video.
Come one.
Oh my God, don't do that. It's a person ring. Stop it. It's a person ring. Stop it.
Can I see?
Let's take a third video, guys.
Ko bibini Jimmy every original Johnson. Ko bibini. Bibini the one anybody we see. Ko bibini Jimmy the answer police in action. Right. Also much. Ko bibini Jimmy the. Right. We're right. Ko bibini. Jimmy the driver like Johnson I didn't check. Go.
This is one of the things that upsets me about Ghanaians.
Okay.
Obviously, you have whipped out the hoodie-do in the middle of the street.
Whipped out what?
The hoodie-do.
What is that?
The hoodie-do.
I don't know what to say. I'm sure those viewers you're watching.
Please
you don't understand. What is it?
Please zoom in.
Yeah, please explain.
Ask the question again.
What is what you're saying? I don't even know what you're saying.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
No, but tell us. You're educated.
It is there.
You can't throw away terminologies like that. What is it?
As A.B. Krentel said, Muta Gala.
What? I don't know.
You have to go and listen to Moses before you get it. Anyway, he's basically pissing in public.
Oh, you're talking about penis?
Yes.
So just say it. Just say penis.
No. What's exciting about that?
Okay.
He has whipped out the hoodie-do.
Okay. Okay.
No, but you see, the thing I don't like about that was, I'm not an advocate of violence, but I think at some point I was waiting for the policeman to slap him whilst he was pissing. But the thing is that what I don't like about it is, you know what you're doing is wrong. Somebody will say it, and then you are arguing.
Yeah.
Like right in the middle of the street. I think I probably want you to talk about it because...
you've said it all. When we were watching, I was trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
I was thinking that probably he is fixing something by the cars, because that is wild to be standing in the middle of the road.
Busy road
filled with people. So it's not like a curve or like a corner or something. I still won't advocate for you to pee in any parts of, the city where obviously it's not designated for, easing yourself. But sometimes you could really, you could be pressed. Accidents do happen. Emergencies do happen, I should say. But to stand in the middle of a busy road with people around and pee by your oh my goodness.
Somebody's boyfriend.
It's terrible.
And I think these are some of the things that we need to discuss, especially as we're talking about the state of public vehicles on our roads and all that, is also probably the state of the minds of our drivers.
The mindset.
Yeah,
and thankfully, we have the best person to help us. Well, I'm sure he will come and then you come and argue.
You're excited. No,
but why?
This one, Mr. Agboado is coming and then you have removed your ring,
excited about the
your
conversation.
wedding ring.
What wedding ring? What do you see a wedding ring?
Don't worry.
Do you see a wedding ring?
You know it's live. They can go back and see.
In any case, it wasn't. I'm not married. I'm not engaged. So let me just put that out there. Let's take the fourth video, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, this has actually happened to me before.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, this little bit. I think this was sometime in Kumasi, right? So I lived in Kumasi for a brief period. And we, like when you have young people around and all that, you have the bikes and I think we had watched the whole racing stuff. I think it was Olympics or something like that. And one of the things that, it's exciting is like, they're riding, and then they get into the curve, and then they're still paddling, and when you're watching it looks easy, especially with the motorbikes and all that. So, Quadaso Estate, we finished, we're doing it. I don't know how it happened. All I remember was the bike just vanished, and my ass was on the ground, like, man, it was crazy. A word. But anyway, obviously, I think he probably doesn't know how to, this is first attempt. And obviously, if you have ever been taught how to ride a bicycle, this is they would usually take you on a slope so that you can can give you that push, and then you can learn how to. I know how to ride a bicycle though. So yeah. See the little kid at the back. Very interesting. And the way he ran back video. I think his life flashed before his own eyes. you know the way the bike was wobbling is like all these models when they're in their heels on. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! No, but it's really. It's really like literally look at it. You know when the legs start to go like. You haven't watched those videos? Do we have a last video? Do we?
You know, screenshot, police. I just record down. No, go put that say Booza. Booza, go look it up. Talk Booza, that. Booza. You know, screenshot, police. I just record down. No, go put that say Booza. Booza, go look it up. Talk Booza, that. Booza. You know, screenshot, police. I just record down. No, go put that say Booza. Booza, go look it up. Talk Booza, that. Don't get money.
I mean, there's only one song that comes to mind. La Hostelo, Nyesa Lau.
Man.
Watawa Shika. Boom boom. Anyway, so that was in Lagos, not in Ghana. It can only be in Lagos. It can only those guys. I really admire the tenacity of Nigerians. They look. They are hungry, and they'll make you feel their hunger. And so it's admirable. I mean, depending on how you look at it, it can be a business idea. No. On a gridlock like that, a traffic like that?
No.
What do you mean no? There's nothing impossible.
No, there's nothing impossible, but the thing is that soap and tarmac doesn't go together.
Okay, and from that perspective.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it's interesting to see this, but actually it causes a lot of damage to the road. Yeah. And so imagine if it becomes a business idea and then there's so many people doing it. Yeah,
I get you.
Do we want clean cars or do we want roads without potholes?
So then instead of the soap and the water and the soapy water and everything, maybe they should come up with, let's say, a spray or something. If they spot that your car is dirty.
Just go to the car wash.
No, but sometimes, look. this is somebody literally seeing an opportunity and trying to capitalize on that opportunity. So I'm saying that if someone is watching and could see this as a business venture, what they can do is to come up with, let's say, a spray, something that would make like a ladder or something. And then, yeah, for the car. It's not going to fall.
So the thing we need to look at is the road is tarmac, right? Any kind of chemical, there's a probability.
But no, the chemical I am talking about, or I am suggesting, is not chemical that is going to fall that's like the water is falling on the floor. If you get what I mean.
On the car.
On the car with your tissue or whatever. Just like how we clean surfaces. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, maybe whatever liquid they're going to use for this should be something that would deep clean the car, right? And then,
ladies and gentlemen, the Trotro Diaries TV show in 2028. The Trotro Diaries TV show is brought to you by Noella Street Cleaning Services.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea.
Anyway, but let's take a quick breather. When we come back, we're going to get into our conversation with Mr. David Agboado. Obviously, football increment, state of our cars on the road. We've had countless conversations with him. Surely, I mean, from last 2 years, right, or last year, we've always had conversations with him about the state of our roads. I know we've had conversations with him about some of the maintenance. You know,
we've been to his station as well.
Sometimes we get into our cars or our Trotro, and before we get out, we have like a wound because somewhere, maybe it's here. We've had this conversation before, but we want to check in on him, see whether, since we've had these numerous conversations, there have been any
changes, improvements.
You know, progress, improvements, whatever it is. And then also look at the fuel price increment. What are your thoughts about it? Obviously, this year, at some point in time, the prices went down. They also, you know, decreased their prices. Now that is up, are we going to see an increment? Because, Charlie, I have a question. I want to ask him when we come back. So let's take a breather. When we come back, there's more here. So you're welcome back to Trotro Diaries, and we just went on a quick break. But before, if you were with us before we went on a break, you'd remember that I told you that I would be having our special guest in the studio to talk about the state of our cars on our roads, and obviously also talk about fuel increment. What does the GPRTU and other, you know, driving associations think about it? What are their plans? Are they going to be charitable with us and the government and say, you know what, for God and country, to a petrol munsuno. We want to, you know, let our people feel good and feel comfortable. We're not going to increase it. Or are they going to say, no. Spare parts of wiring, whatever. So we're going to increase it. We want to have that conversation with Mr. David Agboado, who has switched camps. Interestingly, has switched camps from concern to GPRT. He's the PRO, National Deputy PRO of the GPRT. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Since you switched camps, this is our first handshake. So you're welcome. All back.
Yes.
Nice to have you on the show.
Nice to have you too.
I mean, the first question, obviously, I'm sure you can guess what my first question is. Why the switch? What happened?
Okay, thank you.
About Fufraba and I.
Oh, no, it is not about Fufraba issue. This is, you see, it's like I was loaned to consent.
Oh.
Yeah, so
transfer
now...
window, maybe. Okay.
So I was loaned to consent.
Right.
Now, my mother, GPRTU, is calling me back to come and play the defense.
Oh.
So I'll do that.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know, our transport system works like the EPL and, others, football, sporting, whatever, but that's just on the lighter side. So once again, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So obviously, we're talking about the state of our public vehicles on our roads. This is a conversation that you're not new to. When you were the PRO for Concerned Drivers Association, we had this conversation. I'm interested to see what you would say now that you're with the GPRC, which is like the mother, association. Has there been any improvement since we had our last conversation about the state of our cars on our roads?
Seriously, there is not any, even worse than ever. Yeah, let me be sincere with you. You see, our road as part of the cost of the vehicles that we are having. Secondly, the high cost of spare parts is also part. If I will take you a little bit back, recently we reduced transport fare by 15.5%. We're expecting our colleagues in the spare parts industry to do same for us to match and do what is right. But as I'm telling you, since then till now, the promise says 3 months. It's 8 months now. Nothing like that happened. So we are still buying the parts on very exorbitant fare, but taking little. That's why our cars are the way you see them.
But Mr. Agboado, I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand you. Obviously, if that is part of the challenges that is stopping our drivers from maintaining their vehicles right, which is the spare parts, I mean, fair enough. But it's beginning to seem like a very convenient excuse for me, because every time when we ask, why do we have badly maintained cars on our roads, you always would, attribute it to spare parts. They're not decreasing their prices. They charge us at exorbitant prices, and so we cannot buy. I mean, it's becoming too many.
Yes, it's true. But it's also boiled down to a lifestyle. You see, when you come to my station at La Paz, I always use that place as an example because that's where my first point of call is. We have some people that, despite the high price of spare parts, they would like their car to be number one in the station. Others too, it is the same car that feeds the home. They have like 4 or 5 children. The car is the maintenance, the rent allowance, the electricity, everything. So at the end of it, at the end of the month or at the end of the whole year, you will not get something down. If part of it is broken, you go and fix it. Even if you have get something down, assuming you want to buy engine, that we know that 2 months ago, it was like 4 months or 5 months ago, it was 25,000, but down 45,000. Meanwhile, dollar is down. You see, our friends in the spare parts industry, we don't understand them. You will not go for much CDs for dollar. Likewise, you will not go for much CD to clear your goods at port, because at port too, they charge in dollars. So we bear with them. But now the whole thing is able. So maintain the price for us. They are not maintaining.
But I have a problem with that. Why are they charging us in dollars? Why
at the port?
At the port? Why? I have a big problem with that. I mean, dollar is not our official currency. So why are we being charged in dollars?
Yeah, I think it's one of the ironies where government will say everybody should charge in cedis. It's not legal to charge in foreign currency, but then when it comes to the government and when things are being priced, they'll price in dollar.
Anyway, please continue.
So that is our main problem. You see, our friends in Abusokan should cope with this. We are all helping Ghana. You see, everybody can build the big mansions that they build in their, geographical area they find themselves. Everybody can do that. But we choose to save Mother Ghana because it's all boiled down to Ghana. where you have the money and you build those mansions on the hills over there, it's called Ghana. So why don't you want your friend in Ghana to walk freely? You want them to limp.
But Mr. Agboado, I like that you're speaking again about your problems and all, but GPRTU as an association, you are like the mother association of drivers. You are an institution, which means that you can actually meet up with these spare parts dealers association and have a conversation and see how both of you can align with each other to help whatever problems or challenges the drivers are facing when it comes to car maintenance. Because at the end of the day, the spare part dealers cannot sustain your business without the money you guys bring in, right? They are trading in a business that are essential for you. And so it means that they lean on you as you lean on them. So what is stopping the GPRTU from meeting with the Spare Parts Dealers Association to really come to a resolve on this issue?
Thank you very much, sister. You see, this issue, you think you see it so simple like that. It's not simple like that. Because, you see, our market, the whole West African here, it's only Ghana and Nigeria that you get spare parts. The French countries doesn't import spare parts into their country. So when you go to Abosokai, if you don't buy it, they will get people to buy it for them. Because the French countries will come and, as we will do, and they say we want guarantee, they don't take guarantee.
No, but I don't think the French countries, not to cut you, I don't think the French country, if I should go into, I don't know what their database looks like in terms of numbers, but if I should, I'm playing the devil's advocate, that if I should go through maybe their ledger books, I'm going to see that majority of the people that buy from them would be Ghanaians, because at the end of the day, they are stationed here, right? So, again, it doesn't wash for me.
Yeah, I think
that is what you are saying. You see, we know what we are saying. Because if you go to Abosokai, like you want to buy Sprinter engine, like 5, one single person will come from Cote d'Ivoire, I want 50 pieces. Mm-hmm. You understand? You will buy 1 or 2. But then, for them, when they are coming as our people in Abosokai goes and then purchase it outside. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. Because they don't send spare parts to their country. So they will come and buy it, go and put it on the border and bring the vehicles in there to the no man's land there and then do the servicing and then go back to their country with their vehicle. So that's what they do.
Yeah, I think the point that Noella started making, I believe that as a union, GPRTU, irrespective of these guys that are coming in from Cote d'Ivoire or Togo, I like to believe that the members of the GPRTU, concerned drivers, basically public transportation unions in Ghana, will definitely be the number 1 customers of the Abosokai vendors. Mm-hmm. So now I think the question that I wanted to add to what Noella asked earlier on is GPRTU approaching it from a union perspective? Yeah. Because we have seen GPRTU stand up to government. So if GPRTU gotten results. Exactly. What about Abosokai? Because I don't think Abosokai will be at a level above government. Mm-hmm. And so if GPRTU is able to engage government and get results, how is it being done with? Because if it's individuals, yes, that one Abosokai can get their way. But what is GPRTU doing from a union perspective that has that much influence in Ghana?
What you are saying is right. And you see, we are doing it, we have a meeting with them because Techiado, they are PRO and other people. We have a meeting with them. The chairman and then the co-chairman. We have a meeting with them. But you see, they don't have control over the market. That's serious.
Who doesn't have control?
They are executives.
As in the spare part dealers as an association?
Yeah, they don't have control over their members.
How come?
It's not like transport industry that we come out with fair and cut across. No. For them, the same engine, you can go to Chum and get it. You can go to Yao and get it at high price, Chum on low price. That is how they do their business.
But why? What do you think? Okay, obviously, I know you don't speak for the Spare Part Dealers Association, but what do you think accounts for that gap?
What is the problem is, you see, they go in and go and buy money or go and loan money to go and buy those things on their own, not on the author of the union or the executives. But it's individual something. So you can order them to that. the engine is this much, or you take it this much, sell it this much.
But it's the same with GPRTU. You don't buy cars for these drivers. They buy their own cars, but you regulate them.
Yes, because ours is being regulated this way. We control our loading systems. If a driver comes to a station today to work and you say you will not work, you better kill him than tell him not to work. You understand? But Abusokai, you can't tell me to close my shop because I own the shop myself. But the loading point is owned by the union.
Okay. I think I get that angle. But I still believe that there is influence. In the first place, GPRTU has numbers. Now, one of the key things that you see in any market, free market, is the demand can influence. Because, okay, let's say Abosokai says, we'll do this. If GPRTU decided that, okay, you know what, the market prices that we are getting at Abosokai are not fair. And so maybe we are going to encourage our members to buy from specific vendors who will give our members
GPRTU approved members.
That could influence.
Yes, we started this thing. If you go back like 2 months ago, we started this thing with them. That once we know those that are givers with the lower price, we'll give their numbers on air and other places for our members to go and buy from them. Quickly, the people at Kumasi, to be frank, let me make this point clear. You know that Kumasi is far from Tema, but engine and then spare parts price at Kumasi is lower than that of Abusokai. You know that.
Interesting.
How should that even be possible?
Yeah.
So quickly, Kumasi people jump in, say, no, their mother union didn't tell them this, that. For them, their prices are low. Yes, we know Kumasi prices are low. Even these days, I purchase or I buy my engines from Kumasi, transport it to Accra, even cheaper. When you do it, it's still cheaper than buying it at Accra. You understand?
Yeah.
So we know the people that are selling to us at low price, and we are gathering our members. You see, because we don't run one-way transport. We have Sprinter, we have Toyota, we have Nissan, we have them. So we are trying to, know those that sell us to us, even if it is Nissan, we'll give your number to all the regional executives that if you are coming to Abusokai, go this place. If you are coming to Kumasi, go this place. If you are going to Kokompe, go this way. So that they will come down. And then the bigger one that I don't want to disclose is the almighty Greater Accra Regional Chairman and his able team are putting up some good package for all the drivers, especially in Accra, because he wants to pilot it in Accra. I will not disclose it because it's not yet out.
But it's related to the conversation.
It's related to the conversation. And Nana Bresia Mani Mako, Michelle Yalley, it's the same to the almighty Ni Okanta Ankara.
Whatever package it is must be humongous for him to be, greeting people today. Go ahead.
They are trying very hard, to make the industry very lucrative.
Right.
Very, very lucrative. We are switching to green
electric?
Energy. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Switching to green energy. And it's being spearheaded by Ni Okanta Ankara.
Okay.
Then he says he's not going to green energy and leave those that are using the fuel and other ones. But he's also making a provision, a very good provision for those that are using it. That's why I'm greeting him.
Okay.
Ni Michiawe.
I think that's a very interesting conversation, especially looking at a couple of weeks back. I think last 2 weeks we had the two people that joined us. We're talking about pollution. So that's definitely a conversation that I think
when it's ready, this is a public invitation. You can extend it to them when they're ready. They can come and then we can have a conversation around that. To support the industry. Again, you want to say something?
Yes. No, I was bringing the conversation since we're talking about something in the electric vehicle space and all that. I think one other conversation beyond the spare parts is a culture of maintenance. And I don't know if there are any standards or maybe if there's anything we need to know about it, because we're seeing a lot of vehicles out there that are not in good shape.
And just to add on to what I was saying, so that you can wrap it up fast, so we move on to the increment conversation. Obviously, the challenge of Kharyne selling your spare parts at exorbitant, prices is still there. But in the interim, we still have bad cars on the road. What are we doing as an association? What is your role in ensuring that we have roadworthy cars on our roads?
We have been doing this, but now we are using our own wisdom to do it. First, it is strict that if you have this type of vehicle, you not work at, especially the highways. But now it is not like that. Even the highways itself is now a problem. The road itself is now a problem. First, the best route you can find in Ghana is Tema Motorway. But if you talk of the worst route you can find in Ghana now, still Tema Motorway. So it doesn't match or it doesn't tally. So checking our vehicles strict that you are on the highway, so you have to be in this standard. It's not there again. Talking of Pokwase, name what they call Aswa. All the major roads are very, very bad. So you can't standardize and say this vehicle is not good for this road because the road itself is not motorable. But all the same, we are managing it that we won't have more rickety cars on our roads. Our union at La Paz, that is why I was praising Neo Kantankara. He came out. Our place is always being used as pilot place because we understand the terrain. We normally do the normal thing that we have to do to our drivers, like sensitizing them every 6 months. So everybody know clue about how to maintain car or do it the best way. The strength is not there, but they do the little that they can do. So everybody wants to use our station as an example. As we are talking, the union itself have purchased a lot of spare parts that from December upwards, we'll take like 5 cars to shop from the union's coffers and then fix them to make them motorable or to make them accessible cars that everybody can use to every part of the country if you want to use it. And it will happen too. So as I'm on stage now, I'm urging all the unions, both the GPRTU, the Concern, the True Drivers, the Cooperative, the Tigers, name it, all these unions. You see, the drivers or the vehicle brings money to the union. Try to invest back into them and then give it to them as soft loan and then take it back and then put it at where you pick it so that we'll have vehicles on our road that are, if other countries get into Ghana, we shouldn't look like a video that I watched the other time. Some countries, in fact, we say ours is not good, but some countries,
it's not.
But we don't want it that way. Ghana, we should have that standard. Yeah. First, if you come to Ghana, you see cars, you know that these are cars.
Ghana was the standard.
Yeah.
I'm curious too, when you go to some countries, they have a limit on how long some cars can be on the road. And so let's say if it is 10 years or 15 years, once it's 15 years, whether the car is in good shape or not, it's taken off the road. And obviously, we can't do the same in Ghana because before the car comes, it's already 10 years, 15 years. But then I'm curious, are there any standards like that? Okay, no. Once the car is like 20 years or 30 years or more, it cannot, because it's also very essential because not only are you in the transport space, but not just transport of cargo, but of human lives that are very important. So is there any standard like that, or are you considering anything along those lines?
There is no any standard like that will use cars in Ghana for 10 years and then dump it and bring the other one. Yes, we are talking with the transport minister now that, you see, the vehicles that they use elsewhere and bring us to West, we call it home use, is better than the one that we are using here, with the one that we also use like 5-6 years. Those cars are very better than ours. But when it comes to port, they will say demurrage and other things, and then they will go and smash it or spoil it. Meanwhile, we can develop a plan. We wrote to the transport minister, or we gave it to him. But let me just say a gist of it. That we can develop a plan. Like you go to Choco, and the taxis and then the Trotros over there are very, very rickety. So if that car, you will bring it and then swap it with the one that you are going to, destroy, pay something little and then take that one and then go and do the registration on your own, it will be better off. And this is just part of it that I'm saying. If we practice that, we'll have a standard cars that we'll be using on our road. If I will end with this topic, the car that I learned the trade in it since 85, the car was bought before I get into it.
Wow.
The car, since 85, that car is still
on our road.
On our road. And that's what my younger brother is using now.
Wow.
Sad. Anyway, we've got less than 10 minutes to actually wrap up. So let's have the fuel increments conversation. And I know that in just the past month, petrol and diesel prices have jumped. Again, petrol averaging between 13.6 Ghana cedis and diesel over 14 Ghana cedis per litre. What does this mean practically, in practical terms? What does this mean for the average Trotro or taxi driver?
You see, we are running at loss, but we don't want to talk of that now. Because the last decrease that we did, the fuel price was 12 cedis. Diesel was 12, and then petrol was 11. But as we are talking now, petrol is now 12. Diesel is 13. Or one is 13, one is 14. Let me put it that way. Diesel is 14, petrol is 12. And it's affecting us. It is affecting our...
How is it affecting you?
Because the decrement and then the increase, the price that I've added to it now is more than what we decrease. So the drivers are losing, totally. They are losing. And we will not say we will increase transport fare now, but seriously, there will be increments on transport fare soon.
What is this time around, what is making the union take a chill pill when it comes to increase in the face of fuel price increments? What is it? What are you so, because it's interesting. It's the first time I'm seeing that, increments will go up and, transport organization like the GP will say, let's.
We are not waiting small. It's not, we want to do it this way that not any single transport industry will come out and say, I'm concerned, so I'm increasing transport fare. We are joining. We are doing backdoor. If you could go to your space, you can see that there was a release from Alliance Transport or something that they want to increase by 20%. We call them. We all have to have one voice. Like as we are doing these days, the government knows that if we have one voice, what we want, we will get it. So we don't want divided front.
And it's interesting you're mentioning divided front and there's a reason for that, obviously. You as GPR2, you are calling for patience. But your side chick, they are saying, hey, immediately let's hike the prices. As the mother association, how do you regulate or navigate this divide?
You see, as the parliamentarians will say, the minority will have their say, and then the majority will have their way. We don't want to do it that way. We all want to have our eggs in one basket. So we call them. You see, as we are all living beings in the earth, and school is being reopened, you are paying school fees, the other colleague is also paying school fees. And people are going to SS1, and they are going to go. You see, all those things, we are factoring all those things, but we are waiting for the next window that will be coming on the 1st or on the 2nd. When the next window comes, and we see that, yes, the price is going up, quickly, we will not wait to, increase transport fare. And have you had conversations with Concerned? Are they in sync with you? Concerned, True Drivers, Ghana Committed, Tiger, Cooperative, and it's only Alliance that we are enrolling on board because they are new into the industry. We want to, let them know, yes, what they are doing, we are in support of it, but let's do it at the right way and then get the right result. So as passengers, on behalf of all of us, we're happy that, you guys are advocating for patience when it comes to increase in prices. But this is the question and this is my final question to you. What would make you maintain this, sort of leveled pricing ground? Formally,
I'm talking your expectations with governance and
Formally, you see, if you have a government that listens to his people and then they all do one thing, you see what is going on. When the windows start to shoot up, quickly the ministers try to call the kingpins in the industry that this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to. You to start doing your own. We are also doing our own, and then the conversation is like. So when we meet at round table, we know that it's only a week or two that we'll give the passengers because we have given them ample time. For now, everybody thinks the transport fare should have been increased. For now, even the passengers themselves, at times when you are in station, when they come, oh, you have to tow lorry fare more, you have to tow petrol more, you see, so now people understand our part of it. So when the increment comes, it will not be like first that you'll be, seeing passenger beating driver or mate and mate beating passenger of that month.
So there's one key issue that I want us to just bring it in quickly before we wrap up. And this was also shared by one of our community members, Ato Olsen up here. So he's asking what or how about the Trotro drivers that are circumventing the Trotro fares and loading to particular places so that they can charge passengers more money.
Double.
And so I think, yes, everybody would agree that when the fuel prices go up, we increase and all that. But this is a theme that keeps coming up. He shared this. Some other members have also brought it up. Drivers are intentionally picking people from one point to the other so that they say, oh, we are not going to Kaswa, we'll go to Weja. They get to Weja, the same people will now continue.
I'm sure he's okay.
It keeps coming back. How are we addressing this?
We are addressing it. You see,
how?
we that's what I'm saying, that now we are not coming out like how we were in concern. You see, it's like, concern is like when you do your thing different way. But when you are
so you're trying to say consent is the Gen Z and GPRs is the millennial.
You understand? So those people, we want the police to help us, but rather it's the police that are causing those things. The police, seriously. If you want to know what the fact of what we are saying, go to Accra Central in the evening. Police will be behind them, and the drivers will be saying, Kaswa. If Kaswa is being taken 8 cities, they will say Kaswa 10 cities, 10 cities.
Yes.
Instead of you to enforce that law, because you know that it's against the law. Kaswa is 10 cities, 10 cities. It's not like we are in Abuso Canada, you say my engine is 50 Ghana. We have standard lorry fare. So you must make them take the standard lorry fare.
Right.
So the police are not helping us. The city guards are also not helping. Because it is you people that we are paying our daily tolls to, the city guards I'm talking of. We are paying our daily tolls.
So they must enforce.
You must enforce that the price must be taken, the right price must be taken.
Okay, so I think this is an issue that we would bring back because we need to dive into it.
And we should probably engage the Spare Parts Dealers Association as well. I think they have a lot of questions to answer on our show. Obviously, we're not going to attack them. It's just to understand them from a better place and see how we can all help to, bridge the gap and whatever. So, I mean, that's it for the conversation. Unfortunately, we're hoping we could go on and on and on because there are a lot of things I was looking at beyond, every time when fuel prices go up, beyond, some of these associations raising fares. Have we thought of alternative ways like
exactly
negotiating with, bulk distributors to sort of discount fuel for you? It's also, a way you can go around this type of thing. But hopefully, next time when we meet you, we're going to have that conversation and see how far.
But let me wish my friend happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Mine is coming soon. On the 6th of October, it will be mine.
Happy birthday in advance.
Yeah. So, from all of us here at Trotro Diaries, yesterday was Yallow's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Yallo. I owe you a gift. I don't know what you want, but I'll think about it. But that's it. It's been an incredible conversation we've been having with the Deputy National, or should I say National Deputy PRO for the GPRTU, Mr. David Agboado. We've been having conversations around the state of our cars on our road car maintenance, Trotro maintenance, and all of that. We've also been having a conversation around fuel increment and what the GPRCU as an association is doing around it. I'm Noella. Kharyne Yalley did this with
Yao Odum, and we'll see you again next week, Saturday at 12 midday.
Absolutely.
All I'm saying is that if she's really innocent, then that's good. But if she isn't, then I can still figure out a way to stop her.
What's taking them so long?
Mommy, calm down.
She's right, ma'am. Trying to locate a missing person isn't really that easy.
Exactly, Auntie. Look at Amber. She's been missing for weeks now, and still no news.
I'm sorry, but I think that Amber might be dead by now.
Do you think Auntie is still alive?
Crystal, be careful with what you're saying. The devil may be listening.
I'm sorry, Gareth.
No, it's fine.
Of course I'm hoping she'll come home to us safe and sound. But at some point, we also need to be realistic.
You know, they are lucky that I'm not evil. Or else, I will have that Misa abducted. I will torture her until she finally admits to me what she really did to Camilla and Amber.
Auntie, that won't be necessary anymore.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to tell you everything you need to know about Misa.
That was easy. Who knew it would only take one signature for me to get everything I ever wanted from the Rosses family?
Oh, you can't celebrate yet. The law is complicated. If we're not careful, those documents you have could be dismissed by a judge.
Father,